If you actually paid attention to the first couple episodes, I talked about certain numbers and I talked about certain signs. And one of the signs I talked about was the year of the goat. I called them apex predators. Remember that?
Yeah.
I swear I said that. Apex predators is what I call them. And we find out that a girl by the name of McKinley, who was with Jack Doherty for 1, 2, I don't know how many years. But basically, this woman basically said, yo, peace. And you know what the funny part is? She took 8 million subscribers with her. So now she doesn't need him. See, she got that clout, and now it's adios. You know what the funny part is? If we can find the video, I basically I said she was a gold digger.
To her face?
To her face, because she's born in the year of the goat. And not only that, she's born in the 17th, 1 and 7 to 8, and people born in the 8, 17, 26, they need that bag.
I'm not gonna lie, Gary, you don't miss, bro. But we did a show with Jack and his girl. Actually, she ended up crying because we kept it real with her. But honestly speaking, man, this is coming anyway. Let's be real here. Jack, bro, she's with you for the money, bro, and the status and clout. That was it. When she got that, she's out of there. But Don, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, I think it's just a common trend, man. They're constantly just here for the clout, and it's just a new generation. It's about getting early amount of satisfaction, gratification from these girls. I think my mic just went out.
Your mic went out.
Yeah, they get early gratification, or easy satisfaction. They don't have to work for it. They can just be with the influencer. They have to work hard for it, so they don't even have the respect for it.
I don't think women in this city work. I don't think women in this city work. I mean, I see them walking dogs all day, but besides that, I don't think they're working.
Bro, I'm confused. I go outside.
Bitches walking bitches.
I'm going to the gym. I'm like, how are you living in this condo? You are literally just walking, getting coffee. I'm like, well, you don't work a job? Like, what do you do for a living? Then it hit me, oh yeah, bro. You know,
she's fleecing somebody.
Yeah.
She's fleecing her version of Jack Doherty.
There you go. And you know what's funny? Nowadays, being single as a girl is an L. But you get a boyfriend, your life is paid for. So it could be a trigger daddy, it could be a boyfriend. Who knows nowadays, bro?
You could have seen these signs because the first time Jack went on your show with Fresh and Fit, he was there with his girl.
Yeah.
Second time, she wasn't there, was she? Yeah. So the signs were there, bro, that she was about to go adios. What was the thing? I think she called the police and said, yo, escorted me out the house. Now, whether that's a skit or isn't, it really doesn't matter because it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. When a woman is with you for only one thing, and that is clout, it's only a matter of time till she finds someone with more clout. That's how the game works, at least here in Miami.
Also, they were saying that basically they never smatched, which I don't know if it's true or not. Also, they were saying for Valentine's Day, she didn't show up. So listen, at the end of the day, we sit on a podcast, as you guys know, when you're an influencer or someone that's successful, girls will prey on you 100%. Of course. And you know what was smart about what that YouTuber did? I forgot his name. The Asian guy. Or was it Aiden? Anyway, one of them made their girl sign a contract so that whatever money she made, they got a percentage of. He should do that with her from day one. But you know what? He's in love. So that never happened. But hey, he got
let's give him a little credit. Let's give Jack Doherty a little credit. I don't believe he was be with the girl for that long without actually, taking it out for a test drive, if you know what I mean, man. I mean, come on now. I'll give my boy a little credit. You're still a simp, bro. But this is probably why he's starting the red pill.
When's her birthday,
This is why. Oh, who's?
Mackenzie.
I know she's born in the year of the goat, and she's like, she's 117, January 17th. So again, any woman who's born on the 8th, 17, 26, 1 and 7 is 8, 2 and 6 is 8. They're about that bag, and they always will be. And here's the thing. If you know these things, you can avoid problems. Because if you don't care if a woman's in gold digger, and some guys don't. Some guys do not care. Some guys will take care of other people's kids. Some guys won't. I know I won't. I know no one on this table. You gonna take care of a single mother?
No, not at all.
No. What about you, Fresh?
Nigga. Hell no. Hell no. Never again, bro.
Does an 8 automatically mean it's a gold digger?
What's that?
Does an 8 automatically mean they gold digger, or could they be ambitious with being 8?
So here's the thing. Yes, they can be ambitious, but when they look for a man, when they look for attraction in the opposite sex, they're not looking for six packs, bro. They're not looking for people who can make them laugh or people who are good fucks. They're not looking for any of that shit. They're looking for people for material success. That is what is important to women born in the 8th, 17, 26. And if we can find that clip when I called out McKinley and I said that she's with Jack for the bag, let's play that shit because it's there.
Also, readings, guys. If you guys want to get a reading in from Gary, let him know.
If you want a reading on the Jumbotron, you want me to do it live, $98 or above. If you want the bot that I didn't actually create, but it's programmed based on Mwa's knowledge, 26 or above. And this is a good chance because when it comes down to it, I got this game on lock, bro. Let me just say this. Let me pat myself on the back for a little bit. Michael Jordan never dominated the NBA the way I dominate numerology. Okay? Andrew Tate never dominated social media the way I dominate numerology. I'm keeping it real. I am the guy. Whether you believe in numerology or not, whether you think it's haram or not, you know who the hell I am. I know it pisses you off. Because, here's the thing, Fresh. These young influencers, they don't make any money.
Ooh.
They don't. No, I'm not saying there's not young influencers who make money. They do.
But not a lot.
But do their platforms that support them actually make money?
No. I would argue that the future is the older generation.
Oh, you mean old people like me?
Spend money.
That spend money, actually. So
spend money.
It's funny, man. We'll play the clip if we got it here. Oh, man. But you know what's funny about this whole debacle? They called the police in his crib. And if it's real, he was so rude to the police, bro. It was insane. But yeah. Which one is it? The clip? Did we find it? I don't think we have it.
We don't have it.
We got to bring up...
our crack staff couldn't find the clip.
We got to bring up our boy, Nobel, to find that clip.
Nobel, where you at, man?
Yeah. But guys, we're going to talk about a lot today, especially the boxing fight or the fight itself that was brought up on Twitter. You know what's funny about this whole fight, bro? And
accusations.
There's been a lot of claims online about what I said and what I agreed to. When in reality speaking, I never agreed to anything. But we're going to get to that in more detail coming up very soon.
And how do we know you didn't agree to anything? Because I was negotiating the whole time with people from Brand Risk.
Yes.
And I told him he didn't agree to anything. They were pressing me. I'm not going to name names because that's not the way I do business. I don't drop, text messages publicly. I don't do stuff like that because that's feminine. So when it comes down to it, I'm the one who was negotiating the deal, and I promise you, he didn't agree to a damn thing.
No, the biggest argument is I'm scared I backed out the fight. When did I ever say I backed out the fight? Actually, we did a search online with Grok, ChatGPT. You know what they said?
Talk to me.
Never backed out. Actually, put up my Twitter real quick, Bills, because for some reason, the narrative that was paid for, by the way, by these people was to push an agenda against me out there. And it's funny because even the actual AI said it is not true. So to me, it's hilarious, by the way. Come on a little bit. And we got a special guest coming as well later on in the show.
Two special guests
coming.
Two special guests.
And then Neon's ass had to jump in here and be like, oh, bro, he's special ed. Nigga, you're special ed. Come down. A little bit more. That's my routine video in the morning. A little bit more.
Could you imagine Neon calling anyone special ed?
That was hilarious, bro.
That's crazy.
I posted a lot. Okay, here we go. So Grok, just open up real quick. Okay, so it says here, Fresh likely didn't back out the sneaker boxing fight, despite Kick Champ's claim, which is a fake blog page that posts a bunch of bullshit. Fresh denied it, calling it false info, and Aiden Ross is still pushing to lock in the fight April 11th. Negotiations are ongoing with no official withdrawal confirmed. So, in all actuality, bro, no one ever backed out the fight. They just said that for content and for lies. But again, do I blame Aiden Ross? No. I blame Sneeko for lying and pushing that narrative out there 100%. We'll see what happens with the next clips coming up. All right, so we'll tackle the Jack Doherty first. Let's
go to this. Let's go to this. Watch this go to work, man. Watch this go to work.
All right. Let's play it. So this is Jack's crib with the police coming up.
Who is this though? I need to know.
You know that female cop was a DEI hire. Come on, white woman. What are you doing there?
No offense.
You know what the funny part is? Watch this clip very closely, man.
Yeah.
Notice the only loyal thing there is the dog.
Yeah.
Not the women.
Yeah.
But the only loyal thing right there is that dog, the animal. The women betrayed you, Jack. The dog's still loyal.
You know what they say? You're only as good as your last day being good to a woman. Until then, it could be your last day the next day. So let's play it.
What's up, man? How are you?
So the narrative here is she called the cops to get the stuff out of the house. Wow.
Are you kidding me? How the fuck are you doing that?
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You call the cops on me one time, it's over.
Yeah.
Never again, bro. Like, dude, think about this. Your girl of what? How long? It's been what?
About 2 years.
2 or 3 years? Says to you, you know what? Fuck talking to you. I'm gonna call the cops on you. Bro, it's over. At that point, it's like, kaput, because now you're saying to everybody, oh, I want to say up front, respect is gone, and I'm just calling the cops because I'm tired of your ass. Pretty much. It's an L, bro. A huge L.
You know, one of the things that probably happened here is when McKinley found Jack, she was probably not only infatuated with him because he had a bag, but he was kind of like her mentor.
Yeah.
And after time, that dynamic changed where he wasn't teaching her that much, more a same routine, and she basically fell out of love. And then she's out because women's, you know, the way they feel today is not going to be how they feel tomorrow. I'm not talking about all women.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a vast majority of women.
Yeah.
So, you know, at the end of the day, guys, remember, this guy's rich. Yeah. He definitely got a couple M's. He's probably got about 10 M's. Yeah. So when it comes down to it, he couldn't keep his girl in check and he had tens of millions of dollars. I want you to understand something. They're not loyal. They just aren't. That's why you need to find a woman who has a respect for her parents. That's number one. Because if she doesn't respect her parents, she's most likely not going to respect you. That's a big tell. That's a big red flag. And of course, the other thing, that thing we always talk about, Dom, body count.
Yeah.
Yeah, money alone is not enough. What'd you say, Dom?
So that affects it all, yeah.
Yeah.
Women also fall out of love if you start to like let go of your boundaries and just the person you was when they first met you. There are a lot of women when they meet men, they have a lot of respect for themselves. Yeah.
They scale you. So the woman's right here when you meet her and you're here.
Yep.
Once you drag her up here,
Yeah.
she's not trying to stay here with you. She's trying to find the next guy who can take her to the next level.
Definitely.
This is how they think in Western culture. Now, if you have a woman who has a mom and a dad and a strong family values, and I hate to say this because I'm not religious, and I don't think men should be religious, but women 100% should be religious. Because if women don't have something to fear, it's gonna be a whorehouse on every fucking block, bro. Yep. It's just the reality of the situation, whether you believe it or not. That's how it works.
All right.
Yeah, if I'm routinely checking my phone here and you guys, what is he doing? What is he doing? I like gamble a lot, here are my betting slips and stuff like that. So I'm checking the score of the games. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. The mystery is out the bag, man. I gamble, bro. I ain't religious. And by the way, the only time this is haram is when you lose, brother.
All right, let's play.
Oh, I did. I don't know. Yeah, but I did. I just wanted to talk to you. That's it. So you wouldn't answer me, bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
Every guy's been through there.
You can't like slow down so I can be with you.
Alright, you gotta get out of my house. I didn't let you. I didn't say you can come in.
She's letting us in.
She doesn't own this house. I didn't say you can come in my house.
Her address
I
is
don't
on
care.
here. She's a resident here.
I don't care. You guys aren't allowed in my house.
We're not here to have a hard
You guys aren't allowed in my house. I'm sorry.
She lives here.
Who gave you?
She did.
She doesn't own this house.
Stop the clip. Stop the clip. Stop the clip. This is a little bit too much respect with the police officer, and he's putting up a lot of disrespect. So quite frankly, this might be fake. Just by that interaction with that police officer, because this doesn't even look like a cop. This looks like some hooker off the block. They put a police suit on. So this could be fake.
Yeah, some things are telling me that it's not all the way there, but maybe she's just a nice cop.
Yeah, maybe.
Was only one officer showed up to this.
There's more there, man. Okay. But, you know, I doubt she'd be the one going up the steps. Anyways, so let's keep it around.
DI hire.
You know, white women are a minority.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. According to the rules of the land. But go ahead.
Bro, you called the cops on me in my own fucking house after I've done everything for you. I didn't threaten you, bro.
Yo. Stop the clip. Stop the clip. What was the threat, McKinley? To take away your credit card? What was the threat, McKinley? Because she doesn't seem very scared. Yeah. What was the threat, McKinley? If you're going to make accusations like this, I know you're a gold digger. I know this was all about money. Jack is starting to figure it out. The rest of the people we're telling you actually start figuring it out right now. You are a gold digger. No one believes that you threatened anyone because I don't believe them, bro. They lie.
Yeah, I need proof. I need actual hard proof to believe what she's saying 100%. And again, you're in his house. Like, obviously you want to be there. So, but we'll play it.
Do me a favor. Can you stay over there?
Fuck that. You're in my house. You're unreal, bro.
That's
You're in my house
crazy.
telling me what the fuck to do.
This is her house.
She doesn't pay for it. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
It's not your house.
Doesn't matter.
Nah, this is fucking crazy.
That's a nice bed, though. Pause.
The kid's doing well, man.
Kinley, what the fuck are you doing?
So I'm just curious, what's the next move here, though? Because I heard she was with FaZe Banks after this.
That's all she needed to get.
Bro, she's going up the ladder.
Get the fuck out of my house.
That's all it
Stay the
is.
fuck out of my house. Get the fuck
She
out.
ain't come to get much.
Get the fuck out.
40 years old, though.
Nah, deadass. Get this stupid ass bitch out of here.
They're all the same, brother.
All right, what's the next
They're
one?
absolutely. We're going to do a super chat real quick, man.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do, what do we have? Mario, he is born 7/23/1989. Last time he gave me a quick read on my career path. Now I want to know what's a good time to get that bag. Okay, so basically you're a snake in the snake year. So whenever is a snake or is in the snake year, or when a horse is in a horse year, or whenever you're in your own energy, that's the best time to get that back from an astrology level. From a numerology level, it's always the 8-year cycle. Dom, it was just your birthday.
Yeah.
You moved down here on your birthday, didn't you?
Yep.
What year cycle you in?
8.
See, when you're in your 8-year cycle, you go out there, make that bag like Dom. Like me and Dom been talking about this for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Since last year, but we didn't tell you to move down here in your enemy year.
No.
Because in the enemy year, it's the wrong move. But once you're out that enemy year, how much better has life gotten?
It's a 9-day difference. I mean, even on the first day of the Chinese New Year, I actually made money. I made a significant amount on the Chinese New Year, and it was pretty slow all of last year. So it was like a life.
So as soon as that enemy energy lifted from you,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're making money again.
Like a mountain off my shoulder.
And let's go back to your enemy year. You're making a good amount of money off X, weren't you?
Yeah. Minimum 12,000 every 2 weeks.
Okay, so that's a bag. That's a bag. So what happened to that bag though?
It got taken down as soon as the Chinese New Year started up, as soon as the Dragon Year.
So as soon as the Dragon Year hit, the enemy of the dog, you lost that 12,000 a month bag.
And I was the first to be demonetized, so it's the first one.
You see how this works? Because if you understand how enemy energies work, if you understand when positive energies work, you know when to do good things and when to avoid things. But then again, what the hell do I know, man? I mean, you guys go around, keep reading your Quran, keep reading your Bible. I know I got some believers here and stuff like that. You keep doing your thing, and I'm going to keep doing my
Bible's
thing.
amazing.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. You know why Jesus is the most famous dead man in the world? He's even a prophet in the Quran.
He's alive.
Okay, whatever. Do you know why he's the most famous man alive?
Why?
Because he died when he was 33 years old. 33 is the number of influence. So they made sure to tie him with that number. That is why he is so famous, whether he's real or not.
Well, technically, he took a nap for 3 days and then rose again. So
You were there to witness that?
well, his body isn't there. They never found his body.
I mean, there's grave robbers.
Well, first of all, if that was true, the stone would have been moved. Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows? So, like, the eyewitnesses weren't actually eyewitnesses; they were just in the Bible. Like, just because their Bible says they're eyewitnesses doesn't mean you can actually verify those eyewitnesses were there.
Well, let's go off of logic here. If he's the most famous man at those times, they would have wanted to find his body at least. So,
but you still can't prove he existed. But here's the thing:
yes, we can.
No, you can't. You can't prove he existed.
There are accounts of his works all throughout the Bible and throughout testimonies within Israel from back in the day.
Brother, none of that evidence
What
would stand in the court of law. I want evidence that would stand in the court of law. Real evidence, not, things that people believe or people's interpretations of things. And here's the thing. I will admit this because I'm fair and balanced unlike everyone else. I can't prove he didn't exist. Just like you can't prove he did, I can't prove he didn't.
I can prove.
No, you can't.
Eyewitnesses that were there back in those days. Okay.
Listen, we'll keep the religious debates to Twitter, okay? Because that's where that Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and then I gotta say Talmud, or they're gonna call me a Mossad agent. So let me finish my reading over here of my guy 723 1989. My friend, you're a 3. You're a 3 life path. What that basically means is network. If you network and you build networking connections this year, I promise you'll prosper.